Hi, my name is Ever. Don't mind my lips, they're a little sore. Have you ever had lip augmentation? I bet a lot of girls would like to do it now, just don't dare. Either parents or boyfriends are against it. Have you seen the trend on TikTok? How do girls get augmented in defiance of their boyfriend's prohibition and then film their reaction? But I had a slightly different case. I'll tell you all about it now. My mother is obsessed with beauty. For as long as I remember, she never got out of the salons, is always having something tightened or remodeled. She believes that there is no limit to perfection. I agree with this theory, but not when it is to the detriment of her health. My mother looks more like an inanimate doll than a human being. My dad is a lot older, so he doesn't care what his wife is up to. The main thing was to be nice and well, and he was making good money anyway. Well, I went to school and was just an ordinary girl with a simple appearance, but everything suited me. The only thing was, I had a normal figure, although I loved to eat junk food. I didn't care about beauticians until something happened. Anyway, one day, my mom comes home all excited and says, "I'm having a swimsuit show in a week. Can you believe it? My friend finally launched a line of her own created collection. I can't believe it. But that's not even the point. There will be a $50,000 raffle for models with daughters." Congrats, beat 'em, Mom. I mean, let's do it together. Oh, no, it's not for me, Mom. You know that. It's not a question. You don't understand. We've got to win. What? Did I put so much money into myself for nothing? You have a model figure, and I don't. See, my lips are 10 times smaller than yours. By the way, yes, lips are the first sign of a girl's delicacy and attractiveness, so we'll have them fixed for you. I'll call my beautician. What? Mom, no, I'm not going to fix my lips. They're not great, but I like them anyway. Daughter, we have to win this contest and be the prettiest. If we don't win, we'll pump the fluid back out. That hurts. Ugh, as many times as I've pumped, it doesn't hurt that much. The result is worth it. It's all the more worth it for the money. Daddy, say something. Do as you see fit. You're still the prettiest I've ever seen. Daddy, as always. It's just that Daddy loves us in every way, that's all. Okay, I'm signing you up for tomorrow. We've got a lot of work to do. You've never been to a salon with me before, right? Something's waiting for me. Nothing but good feelings, my girl. What could be better than taking care of yourself? I hated going along with my mom, but she's a bossy woman, and I always do as she says. I don't care if it kills me. So that morning, we went to her beautician. My lips were anesthetized. At first, I even relaxed, but then I saw the needle and panic set in. I was screaming that I had changed my mind, that I didn't want to. The beautician sat there in shock. My mother tried to talk me down, but I was done. I lost control. I became very scared. I rushed from side to side, hit a table with expensive products that fell on the floor, and all the jars broke. The beautician looked at my mother reproachfully and said, "That'll cost $20,000. Ever! What a clumsy girl! How could you? Who's going to rebuild it all now? Sorry, Mom. You know how afraid I am of needles. Beauty takes sacrifice and money. Now get down for sure. You owe me $20,000. Now we just have to win, okay? I'm sorry. I could barely hold back the tears, and I lay back and squeezed my eyes shut. A sharp needle pierced the fabric of my lips, and I felt a burning sensation. My breathing quickened, my legs flailed from side to side, and I wanted to scream. Hush, almost done, the beautician's gentle voice said. And then it was over. I looked in the mirror and was shocked. Mama, I look like a duck. You said we'd pump them a little. In a couple of days, they'll shrink. It's swelling, it's normal. I went home. Dad was also shocked, but remained silent. I wanted to rest, but Mom told me to change my clothes and immediately took me to get my hair waxed. I didn't think there was anything worse than lips until the woman said, "Spread your legs." What? What for? Honey, welcome to adulthood. And then there was this G sound, and I was like, ah! I walked out of there afraid to move my feet like a chick from GTA. My limbs were all shaking. But as it turned out, that wasn't all. The next day, we went for a manicure, pedicure. After that, we got a new haircut, dyeing, plucked my eyebrows, removed my mustache, cleaned all the skin on my body. Within a week, I was so exhausted that all I wanted to do was sleep. In the evenings, we'd crawl home. I'd open the fridge to eat chicken, and my mom would hand me a cucumber or an apple instead of meat, saying, "You can't get fat." I would lie in bed and cry, eating an apple in grief. The contest was finally one night away, and my mother told me to get some sleep and sent me upstairs. She woke me up early in the morning, and we went to the show. We put on paired bikinis and went out on the runway. There were people everywhere, cameras. My mom was acting confident, and I couldn't keep up with her. On our way out, we were walking towards each other. My mom was looking me in the eye, saying "Repeat after me." "Mom, I'm not ready." "You're not ready? This is our cue." "I don't think I can." "Don't worry, you'll be fine. Just follow my lead and don't forget your posture." Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. I was so scared, but I stepped forward confidently, but immediately stepped on the trail of another girl's beach dress, tripped, and we rolled down right on top of the audience. Silence. The music stopped, and just as we were falling, my mom ran up to me and wanted to grab my hand, but she didn't have time. We hit hard, and I hurt my leg, and the wound was bleeding. A second later, a bucket of sewage poured out on the spot where it was supposed to go. The contents fell right on the collection hostess. Everyone was in shock. I was in shock. We were confused. My mom ran up to me, dropped everything, and she looked so confused. Honestly, I didn't think she was that nervous, because last week she said we were going to come first. The host looked up and saw a woman. They recognized her. She was an ex-girlfriend of my mom's. They had stopped talking a long time ago because she was always jealous. She called my mom a blow-up doll and me her brat, all because of jealousy. Once a long time ago, they didn't share a boyfriend. He preferred the prettier one. That is, my mom. They still broke up, but the friendship between friends never revived. My mom just kicked her out of our house with a rag during a quarrel. They never saw each other again. "Ever, how are you? What's wrong with your leg? You're bleeding. Oh my God, call an ambulance." "It's okay, just a little scratch." "Don't call an ambulance. I want to go home." "Why so disorganized? Where are the guards?" "Daughter, let's get out of here. It's not worth our safety." Mom silently grabbed my hand and we went outside. When we got in the car, I asked her why she did it, because my mom was madly dreaming of winning the contest and showing herself in a swimsuit. She took a deep breath and said she wasn't ready to sacrifice the most precious thing she had. "New breasts?" "No, you silly." When you fell, I thought you had broken something, and God forbid it was your spine or worse. Then the slop came, and I remembered far back when I was a kid, and everybody used to tease me about my looks. Why would they do that? You're so pretty." "I wasn't always like this. I used to weigh 3 times the normal weight. I had a lot of complexes. Then I married your father. It's amazing how he ever fell in love with me like that. He gave me money and I started to change myself. I lost weight, grew up, cut it off, and voila, a doll. Just as unnatural." "Is that why we don't have any wedding pictures in the house?" "Yeah, I hid them in the basement. It's like a bad dream for me. It's just the thing is, your grandmother was the one who made fun of me the most. She used to call me a barrel and tell me my life wouldn't work out. So I've been chasing a picture ever since. But I totally forgot to ask you, what do you want?" "Thank you for thinking of it." "I'm sorry, I almost killed you." "While I'm at it, I want dumplings instead of lips, and I want to get my lips back the way they were. I don't like them, Mom." "Yes, you're already the prettiest naturally. How could I forget that?" We gave me a pumping procedure, and my lips went back to normal. The show continued, but without us. That woman was found. The mistress of the show filed a police report against her and made her pay compensation. We were given $20,000 from her as an apology. With that money, we restored the damage to the beautician. My relationship with my mother changed. It became warmer and she stopped pestering me, but she continued to improve herself. Did your moms do things like that? Pushed you to experiment with your looks? How did that happen?